Yo, what's going on, guys?
Balls!
Boom, man.
This isn't live.
Yo, man, it's me, Summit. You can check out the one. Yo, thanks for coming out tonight, guys, for the stream of that. Ba-blam.
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 What's up, guys? Welcome to the jam with K-Magic 101, Professor Broman, and King Italian. That's me. We're gonna play stream the talking. Nailed it.
IRL.
IRL is yo, man, yo. Hope everybody's having a good night, dude. Let's go ahead and this KG stays up for a long time. I might edit this video because I find myself like trying to talk until the music's over, so it's not like weird. And then the music ends, and I'm like, oh, this is weird now.
I have a mental cue for mine because mine's not a fancy, cool video. So
mine's pretty fucking fancy, dude. That's the thing about me is you'll. Oh, it's black now. Oh, it's too late. All right, cool. Yo,
wow, you messed that up.
We're in space.
Not Elwyn Park.
You know what I like about this chat that we put up here? It slides in from the right. Look how fancy that is, dude. Look at that, dude. We are.
I thought that was a 1G. Oh, jeez.
Oh god. No, dude, it's a colon G. It's colon G.
Colon
yeah,
G.
dude. Yeah, it's colon. It's colon
blow. Makes sense.
Yeah. Yo, what's up? What's up, guys? Anyways.
I want to make an emote and call it Thick Stolen Logo, and it's just my logo, but it'll be
Love
great.
it. Love it, dude.
That'd be a pain in the ass to type that in.
Yeah, I know, right? And no one would use it.
No, everybody would use that shit. It'd be great.
Stolen logo.
Yeah, stolen logo,
Fix
dude.
logo.
Yeah. Dude, those dogs are fighting over there.
I'm mad about it.
I'm
Yeah.
always in the middle. Why do you guys always... Everyone says, yo, why is he in the... I'm always in the middle.
Yeah, Kevin's always in the middle, dude. You know, he's the hot dog to our hot dog sandwich.
Yep.
It's... Whoa. Whoa.
You don't think a hot dog's a sandwich?
Absolutely not.
Dude, it's totally what dictates a sandwich.
Not a hot dog.
Not a hot
It's
dog.
aside from
So
the sandwich. It's
so
like a
anything
fold-over.
else but look it over here. Anything else but
What the fuck is that?
anything
I'll
else?
tell you later.
Don't worry about it. We were talking about it.
It's you want a dinner, man. It's a whole...
Well, I was
hanging out-
doing drop frame.
You were hanging out with Co-Carnage, and it's me, JP, and Ezekiel. Zeke's fine though.
When are we gonna get Zeke on the jam?
I don't know, dude.
I don't know either.
I feel like that would be a solid hour of fun. We interviewed him on Worst Radio Show, and it was... The episode's called Cake Farts. Let's just
You
leave
need
it
to
at that.
watch that episode, guys.
Cake Farts.
I have such a bad cold right now, dude.
What? Why am I sitting so close to
I
you?
don't know, dude. Like,
let me into-
I'm not wiping my snot on you. I'm not
You
actively
invited us
sneezing.
into your house with a cold?
Yeah.
In an incubated room.
Yeah,
Wow.
absolutely.
Wow, it's not cold enough in here.
It is cold in here a little bit.
freezing in
Yeah.
here.
Unexpected days off for Kevin and I soon.
Freezing in here.
I don't
going to
know,
Disney
guys.
World
this
on
is
Monday.
this is germ warfare, guys. I've this has all been part of my plan. Let them build up before I get them sick. They will not see it's coming.
I'll take no medicine and sneeze all over them.
He's actually been building up an immunity to swine flu
Oh,
for the
man.
past year. And now he's
Swine
going to...
flu!
Now he's going to transfer it to us.
Swine flu.
Motherfucking super swine flu.
Yo, every time we invite Elohim over to the jam, he has some shit come up. Like, actually, though, this isn't
That
me
oughta
being a
be.
dickhead. He actually has stuff come up.
I don't know.
We've invited him, I think, twice. I think the first time, like, their baby girl got sick. And then the second time, I think, like, I don't know, like, Cora needed a high five or something, so. Cora is such a sweet lady, too.
a
She's
nice-
such a
she's
sweetheart,
very
dude.
woman.
She's such a sweetheart. Swine flu is a real issue, guys.
It's a big issue.
It's a big issue.
Whatever happened to swine flu? Anything?
No, nothing happened to swine flu. Swine flu sucks, dude.
Was it like just the 2015 thing, or
I don't know.
Might
Cora
have been
Cora
better
is
than that.
Elohim's wife.
Yeah, Yeah,
dude.
Get informed.
Yeah,
Don't
dude.
you know
You call
things?
yourself an Elohim fan?
Wow, you think that you're on Twitch?
For real. I have my Cora t-shirt in the closet.
You.
I wear it in the closet. Only. It's my closet t-shirt. It's what I wear when I'm picking out clothes. You don't have a picking out clothes outfit?
yeah, it's called my underwear,
I'm picking out clothes. Yeah, that's my birthday suit.
or just butt.
I don't know, dude.
Just fucking nude picking out
Anyways,
clothes.
what's
How
been
liberating is it to be nude?
what's been going on with you guys?
Not
I
much.
want to know how liberated he is when he's nude.
What? How liberated I am?
Don't you just like hanging out nude?
I don't like being naked.
I wish I could
unless I'm
work out.
sexing.
Honestly, if I had a gym in my home, I would work out nude.
I
work
couldn't
out.
do that.
I work out in my underwear.
I don't like all that
Only
shit swinging
standing
and swangling
exercises,
down
though.
there.
Only
dude.
standing
Yeah.
exercises. I don't want to sit on a leather thing and
I
then
don't-
like rub my ass.
I don't want
on
any
it.
swingy swangles down there when I'm
Swingity
yeah.
swangles.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree with you, but that's the free part. That's how you know you're deep enough on your squat when your balls hit the ground.
I don't want to. I don't want to disrespect the gym floor like that.
Oh my god.
But you don't like being naked at all? Well,
Huh?
I won't say it all, but for the most part, you don't like being naked?
No, I mean like I like being naked in the shower, and I like being naked when I'm doing it. I don't like sleeping naked. Feels weird. All my stuff's flopping
Sleeping
around.
naked
Sleeping
feels
naked.
fucking dope.
I hate it, dude. I need to have
sleeping
a line of boxer in between me and my bed.
I mean, I will agree that men's underpants are designed to protect whatever fabric is near our bits from
Listen,
our bits.
I just hate it when it gets coiled around me like a Super Saiyan tail.
That makes me feel great.
How do you feel about sleeping with socks?
No, I can't sleep with socks on.
No.
Hell
No.
Okay.
Also, I cuddle with Bowser while I'm sleeping. I don't want to be naked.
Oh yeah, things could go awry. In
Yeah,
that
like
situation.
Bowser's my homie, dude. We fucking spoon and shit.
But dogs have dreams, and they sometimes require them
Yeah,
to run.
dude.
And
Yeah, for sure.
I got you. Cool. I just want to know that. We can go on for
He
with the
could
rest
be
of the show
he could
now.
be naked right now.
Goth is a never nude.
Never nude. He's a never nude.
I'm not a never nude. Obviously, I'm nude when Sam and I are being intimate.
Coitus.
In mid
Coitus.
In mid coitus.
Holy shit. Fucking what?
I just don't think I'd want to work out naked. I don't like skinny dipping. I don't like swimming nude because in my mind there are moccasin snakes in the pool.
They're gonna bite your dick.
You're gonna bite specifically my dangle.
They're gonna ignore the rest of your body and
yes,
just go straight for your
go
dick.
straight for the dangle.
You
No.
do realize the bathing suit's not going to provide you that much protection in
They
this
want your
situation.
dick.
It's made out of adamantium,
If
bro.
it's a dick-seeking snake, it's gonna find your dick.
Yeah,
in the
dude, dick
pants.
sneaking snakes are like for real shit.
It is Florida, and there are horrible things here.
Yes.
There are a shit ton of coyotes by my new house. We found that out
Bunch.
yesterday.
Nice. Did you hear them?
Yeah, we went outside, and it was I was like, oh my fuck. Like, it was like, and I was like, oh my god, what the hell? And Amy was like,
Yo, let's talk about this fucking alligator, dude.
Oh, I was
What? Oh,
just
the
about to
giant
say,
alligator?
Let's jump into giant alligator. Oh,
In before Goth says it's fake.
I think it's fake.
There
I
we
think
go.
it's animatronics, dude.
I saw
Here
it.
we go.
I saw it yesterday.
I believe. Do you believe that this is real?
I believe it could be.
Do you believe? No. Do you believe for? Do you think it's real? Look at its eyes.
I can't really see it. It's
Look!
very
Look
blurry.
how uniform every step is.
Have you ever seen a crocodile walk? That's how they walk.
This is not real, dude. I don't believe for a second that this thing is real.
I don't know. The way it just moves, its gait is too real.
I don't.
why
believe
don't
it's-
you think it's real?
I just don't think it's real, dude.
Well, what's doing it instead? You think it's animatronic?
I think it's animatronics, bro. Also, if this alligator would have noticed these guys, 100% would have noticed them.
Yeah, I don't understand why it didn't go after the people.
Yeah,
but-
it
Doesn't it only
1,000.
attack if they're hungry or scared?
It would have 1,000% noticed these people.
I don't know.
I mean,
don't
I
know.
have no.
Also, why does it? It still looks wet. I guess it's on like.
It's Lakeland.
Is it Lakeland?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know, dude. I think it's fake. I think it's animatronics. I think this is some fake shit. I've seen some alligators in my time, and look at the skin, dude. It's not like scaly at all.
Because the average Joe has sophisticated animatronics for a YouTube video.
This is Florida.
Yeah, a meth head could have sold his day's stash.
I just don't buy it, dude.
It's an
He would have seen them.
It's an animatronic alligator that escaped from Disney.
We'll wait until the next video. My verdict is not in.
I think it could be real. I
don't buy
see
it,
any
dude.
reason why it exactly.
I don't buy it.
Who is paying that kind of money to make a fake YouTube video? You ain't gonna get a return on your investment whatsoever.
I don't buy it. I do not buy that at all.
Okay, so now I watched it again, and it kind of looks like it's like maybe there's a fucking person in there.
It does kind of look like
it
there's
looks
a
like
person
he's
in there.
dragging his foot, like, look at me being an alligator.
Also, notice the speed up at the end of the tail. Why is it suddenly going way faster? Watch the tail.
I don't know.
Looks like it's being dragged off screen a little bit. I don't think that this is real.
I don't know.
I don't know, dude. I don't know, man. I don't think it's real.
Hey, are you saying? So let me take it a step further. Do crocodiles, alligators, whatever the hell this thing is, alligator, right? It's an alligator.
It looks like it's going down the slope on the left. I don't think so, dude.
But-
I just don't think it's real.
Do they exist this big?
I don't know. I mean, like, this could all be perspective, you know?
I don't know, man. I feel like
Even with perspective, that's a very large.
I
animal.
want I want another video.
The thing is, just like the golf course one, people are saying it's a regular in the area. Like,
Dude,
it's
the
something
golf
they've seen.
course one is too big. I don't believe it.
You also don't believe anything, though.
Yeah, the cameraman needed to be attacked for proof, dude. I don't believe it. It's real, guys. There's another video. I don't think it's real, dude. I'm going with not real on this guy.
All right.
Listen, until it is cut up and turned into boots, it's not real. CeeLo needs a new jacket.
Sunnyside in chat saying, if we go to Gator World, we'll see they're that big.
Gator World?
I don't know where that is.
I don't know. I don't think it's
Let me
real.
tell you what God's gonna say about Gator World. It's just a
It's all
whole
fake.
bunch of animatronic fake gators.
It's Disney's
Guarantee it is.
Gator Park.
Disney's Gator Park. I just don't know it's from Disney.
Could be
because-
CGI, dude. Ain't that hard to do CGI. All you need is a GTX Titan X.
God,
You can make some CGI.
anyone who listens to this for the first time.
God is a
is
true
gonna
Gen
be-
Xer. He don't believe shit.
It's gonna be truly horrified by the amount of things you don't trust.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
What do you believe? Do you think the gator in your backyard's real?
Yeah,
I think it looks too small. It could definitely be CGI.
seen
Smaller
it with my own
computer.
eyes, dude.
Could be a
But your eyes could be playing tricks on you with the CGI, bro.
Could be. You might be right. Might be real world CGI, bro.
Could
might
be
be a hologram. You know, you might be onto some shit, Ben. There might be an alien underneath that
It
pond.
could be. Your neighbors could be fucking with you.
They might be Russians, guys.
could be a crazed viewer with a crocodile
Yeah.
swimming through his
They
pond.
won't just attack for no reason. That would be a huge amount of energy to use.
No.
It would only attack if it felt threatened.
Mystic, Goth is not a flat earther. I believe we talked about that on the jam, like the first
we?
time I was on here. We
If I ever
talked
wanted a
about flat
dickload of
Earth.
Twitter followers, I would just be a flat earther for a month.
Yeah.
Like, if I was like, well, time to blow up to 1 million followers, the world is flat, you're all dumb, Madonna's great. And then, like, everybody be like, what? Oh, that's false. And then fucking... So many Twitter followers. I'm almost at 200,000, though. That's pretty cool.
That's exciting. Congratulations.
Twitter's a bit... You have to, like, honestly, like, fucking dangle Twitter in front of people on a daily basis to grow
Yeah,
Twitter.
man. That's why I fucking... that's why I put it in my Gleam link.
Yeah, you gotta be like, Twitter.
It's ridiculous. Like, you tell people every day, I don't know when your stream goes live or something. I say, follow me on Twitter, and they don't. They just don't. And then you put, like, a little bit of, like, bait on the hook, and they're like, oh, God, yeah, okay. And it's like, please, dude. Like, please. You're in here every day, you bitch that you don't know when we go live.
Oh yeah, you told
Just
me.
follow me on Twitter. The first day I did the giveaway this month, the first day the Gleam Link was live, I got 1,000 Twitter followers from people who were like, "Oh, I guess I'll follow now."
Twitter is for free.
It is free.
It is
you
free.
push the button
Let's push a button.
and then you learn things.
Goth probably doesn't think Pro Bro and K Magic are real. He probably thinks they're a figment of his imagination. This all is. Otherwise, my world wouldn't be this great. My buddy Jay wants to know if we're doing the podcast tonight. He might come over for the second half and observe.
Jay?
Yes.
You have other friends
Want
besides
to
us?
come over at 9
Who's Jay?
for
Jay?
second half?
Ben, are you very confused?
I'm
Yo, okay,
scared.
so Jay,
Jay
brother Jay,
has a hatchet
brother Jay,
and a knife and a gun.
this is my homie, brother Jay, dude. He was in the band with me.
Oh.
Yeah, so part of the speakeasy is I have it's set up for live music as well over by the curtains. So there's going to be like 4 inputs for XLR cables that'll feed into the thing. And I want to do live music. Like the first thing we have planned is hip hop covers of Zelda themes for March. So they're coming over this Sunday, and we're gonna practice and figure out what songs work and stuff.
Are you gonna do the? I want you to do something to the same Zelda song, the one from I think it's Zelda 1 that Wu-Tang did too.
Zelda 1?
The original Legend.
The Legend of Zelda. So
yeah, they slowed it down and did it all. I need you to do something like that.
For sure.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to confirm if
I don't
Jay's
think
real.
Jay's gonna be real. I think he's gonna be animatronic.
He's a Muppet. When you meet him,
I think Jay is just a skeleton in a person suit, and nobody will convince me otherwise. He's fake as fuck.
It's the robot that Goth finally purchased.
Zelda 1. Everybody's really mad, dude. Technically, the first Zelda is the
Not
second
timeline,
to last
not
Zelda in the
timeline,
timeline.
Not timeline.
I want to know where Breath of the Wild falls in the
You said
timeline.
it's
Yeah,
in
I
the
do
Fallen
too.
Hero timeline. I
It
thought.
makes sense to me. Like,
Oh, that's just a theory. I thought that
yo,
was actually
no.
theory stuff.
Check this out. So if you don't care because you're not into Zelda.
Me?
Yeah.
I love Zelda.
Okay, great. So check this
Link
out.
to the Past is my favorite game of all time.
Awesome. You and I are buds again. It was just a really brief moment where we weren't. There's this video out right now where they actually they showed the reverse side of the parchment map of Breath of the Wild, and it had a bunch of Sheikah writing, and they converted it to spoilers, guys. Not like really, but spoilers.
I don't think it's spoiler enough.
No, spoilers. It's background story to Breath of the Wild, so if you don't want to hear it, fucking pause or like skip like 3 minutes. Awesome. Anyways, so the back of it was written in Sheikah, which they translated to Japanese, which they translated to English, and basically the backstory for Breath of the Wild. I'll give you. Do you want to hear this, or you don't want to?
Yeah, I want to hear this, please.
I'm giving you guys another second.
All right, now tell me. God damn it.
Backstory for Breath of the Wild is that Link and Zelda failed to stop Ganon.
Okay.
The Sheikahs unleashed a machine army. Ganon then took control of the machine army and turned it on Hyrule, and then the sages locked him up inside the castle.
Perfect. That sounds exactly like what Breath of the Wild's going to be.
Like
Based off of the
Fallen Hero
pictures.
timeline. Like
Let's
that's
do
the
it.
backstory of it.
Let's
The
do
map
it.
is bigger than Skyrim's. Yeah, that actually
like
looked awesome.
Dwarf Skyrim.
I literally gave you guys like 3 minutes to fucking get out of here.
And you didn't. So if you got spoiled, you're a dipshit. And you
Yeah.
earned it.
Please
You earned your spoiler.
watch that video today. To me, that says Fallen Hero. What?
Speaking of videos.
What's up?
So this morning, I was, I thought I didn't have a hangover, but I was actually just still drunk when I woke up. Because my hangover hit me at 2 like a fucking truck.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was like feeling great, and and then I had to go outside to like clean. We brought like a floor scrubber, and I was carrying up the stairs, and halfway up the stairs, I was like, oh my god, everything's wrong. So I was still drunk this morning, apparently, and I made a YouTube video about how the touch of malice is the new meta for PvP, and people are mad. Obviously, it's a joke, and I sound drunk in the video, which I didn't realize.
Did you put that video on YouTube?
It's on YouTube right now.
Is there music on this? I have to watch this video.
No, you can watch the video.
Hold on.
You can watch the video.
YouTube.
I have copyright free. And Jovo did a great job with the thumbnail. It's a touch of malice,
Man, I love
meta-defining power.
It's Professor Broman. What's up? It's me. Broman, I'm here, and I wanted to show you the new meta. It's motherfucking, look at it. It's motherfucking touch of malice and a sidearm. Alright, son? You be like, why, bro, man? That's dumb. Well, let me tell you something about the touch of malice. It's so strong that it can kill other people and it can kill you. You gotta be
Definitely
careful
still
with
drunk
it.
this
If
morning.
you're not careful with it, you'll never understand the new meta. Anyway, the Touch of Malice has definitely not gotten any sort of buffs, and nothing's changed about it. And this video is completely satirical, but it's the new meta. Sometimes you can shoot people with enough bullets that they die. It's fucking crazy. You can even do shit like tank grenades. It's bonkers. Anyway, I know what you're thinking, all right? You're thinking, but bro, man, the Touch of Malice is so strong that I could kill myself with it. So what do I do as a backup weapon? That's when you hit the switch weapons button. Bam! And you got yourself a sidearm, all right? That's right. I like to use this sidearm. What's it called? I don't fucking know, and I'm not going to tell you, so you have to Google it later. Anyway,
You have a real Mr. Torg vibe to this.
I really do.
Malice and a sidearm, and then whatever fucking heavy you want. What about your build, bro, man? Fuck it! It doesn't matter because I'm not a hunter.
Listen here, Bolt Hunter.
Smash! Oh! See, if I was using the Touch of Malice, I would have killed him first. This ridiculous. Anyway, send me your favorite montage clips of the Touch of Malice
I forgot.
and the sidearm together, and I might put you on my YouTube channel. I probably won't, but you should anyway, because it makes me feel special. I love you guys. And I'll see you in the next video. Make sure to rate, comment, subscribe. Oh yeah, and drink lots of water. Peace.
That's my new favorite YouTube video.
Oh my god.
Apparently, MTash does this?
Really?
New meta?
I didn't know
I
that.
didn't know.
This is not funny and my ears hurt? Oh, what a pussy.
This reminded me of Torg from Borderlands. Love it.
Oh my god.
Corey, I'm sending you something interesting.
Where are you sending it to?
DM.
Am I reading it live?
Yeah, well, it's an article.
To where?
An article to a thing to read for everybody.
You're being awfully vague for someone who
You don't
wants me to
understand.
read something.
Yeah, but that's the new meta, guys.
That's the new meta.
It's the new meta, baby. It's me, Piston.
It's something I found like a few weeks ago, but since we haven't done the show in a while, I haven't been able to.
I actually thought my mic sounded good.
Yeah, it's,
My microphone sounds like... I like that it distorts when I yell. It gives you the Mr. Torg effect.
Is that what we're calling it now?
It's gotta be. Hey, Vault Hunter. Like, fucking, it's perfect.
I read this a while ago. Okay,
What is this?
people claim to have seen a movie mysteriously never existed.
Oh!
Okay, so we don't even have to pull this up. So the article is about how people believe that they have seen a movie called Shazam,
Uh-huh.
which is
The Shaq movie.
the Shaq movie,
Uh-huh.
but it's actually called. It's called.
Where he's a genie in a
Shaq Fu.
boombox.
No, it's not Shaq Fu.
Yeah.
It's called Kazam.
Oh.
Yeah, Kazam.
Wait, Shaq Fu is the video game that I'm.
Yeah, so they believe that Shazam is the movie, and they think it's starring
Sinbad.
Sinbad, but it's a Shaq movie called Kazam.
But
I don't understand how this got so much press coverage.
There's a lot of people believe they have seen.
A
this
lot of
movie.
people think they have seen
Seen
Shazam.
Shazam.
Yeah.
Sinbad in it.
Yeah.
Sinbad himself claims that he has never starred in a movie called
Shazam.
Yeah.
It's Kazam.
It's Kazam, yeah.
Kazam.
And then someone said the Sinbad movie. I will fucking fight you, dude. There's
Yeah.
a lot of people claim that they've seen a movie called
There's
Shazam.
no record of it. Sinbad
yeah.
says he's never been in this movie, but there's-
Because it's real as shit? How have people...
like, do we have? Yes, the Mandela effect is the term.
So what's the
that it's
Mandela effect? Go over this.
basically stating that it feeds into the alternate universe theory. Like that there's parallel universes and like things, you probably know more about this than I do. Things intersecting with things that make people think things that they've thought things and
Basically,
seen things.
yeah, multiple universes, and sometimes there's crossover, which can create really weird shit, like everyone believing something that happened.
Like what?
Like Shazam being a movie when it was Kazam and Shaq.
So, theoretically there's an alternate universe where Sinbad made a movie called Shazam?
Probably. Yeah, that's what the theory would imply.
Is that the only difference in this alternate universe? Because if it is, one of our universes needs to not exist.
Given the fact
because
that
that's a waste of universe
Given
space.
the fact that there's infinite amounts of universes, then there's probably one just like this, but Shazam is the movie that was made.
I hate it.
My arms look good in this shot. Look at that. I got distracted.
There's a universe out there where Ben sits in the middle during the jam.
Yeah.
I don't like that one, dude.
There's an alternate universe where I'm in that chair, too. And there's one where Kevin's in the chair. There's one where Goth's a dog. It's crazy.
That's why I love Bowser so much.
I know. Dude, what if it is?
Maybe it is, dude. Maybe I
What
love
if
me.
Bowser
I love
is
me.
you in
I love
another
me to me.
universe?
No, we're not talking about Kazam. We're talking about that people legitimately believe that there's a movie called Shazam starring Sinbad. A lot of people.
A lot of people.
Which is actually insane to me.
Speaking of dogs, do you remember the trailer we saw for the dog movie before Rogue One?
Dude, okay.
A dog's life?
purpose
A dog's
is
purpose.
bullshit, and it is
No!
designed to make you
No!
cry.
No!
Fuck that shit.
I can't handle that. I
No.
can't.
We need to, while we're having this discussion,
Oh, fuck.
we gotta put up a picture of
you.
a sad puppy.
I'm not ready to see this movie. No matter how much I prepare myself. I mean, pick one.
Okay, hold on. Can I set this as thing? I can't. Whatever. Can I?
What are you trying to do?
I can't. I wanted to set it as my desktop. Anyways, so there's a new movie coming out, A Dog's Purpose. It looks like bullshit, dude. So the general idea of this movie is that dogs serve a purpose as a dog, die, get reincarnated as another dog, do more dog shit, die, wash, rinse, repeat. But in this movie, the first dog in his first life later meets his first owner and knows all his dog shit. And he's like, oh my god, you're the same dog, but you're probably gonna die again. Oh no. And it's got Kevin Costner in it, right?
No, it's got not Kevin Costner.
No, who's the guy who's like Kevin Costner?
What's his name?
I don't know, Kevin Costner.
He's an old white actor like Kevin Costner.
Yeah, that guy.
So Kevin Costner stars in A Dog's Purpose. It's nuts, dude.
But it's terribly, terribly,
Yo,
terribly...
is it the guy from Jurassic Park?
Fucking heart-wrenching is
No,
what
it's
it
not.
is.
Dennis Quaid.
Apparently
Bradley
Dennis
Cooper. So
Quaid.
Bradley Cooper stars in A Dog's Purpose.
Starring Jim Carrey.
Starring
LeBron James is in A Dog's Purpose.
as the
He's in A Dog's
dog.
Purpose,
He's
too.
the dog. Dog with
Exhibit.
Exhibit. And Exhibit plays a blade of grass. It's nuts, dude. Whole movie.
Just think there's an alternate universe, though, where Exhibit
Yeah.
is the star of Dog.
So-
We're
so
literally making it happen.
Jake
right now.
Jiggly Giggly.
My
is
wife's
in-
friend.
Yeah. Do you think there's an alternate universe where your wife actually went home with Jake Gyllenhaal that day?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Infinite universes.
Wow, does that make you kind of mad?
No.
Okay, it makes me
How many alternate universes do you think you became a possibly, maybe, someone who punched a hole through the sky?
At least 2 or 3.
a bunch.
Good. That's me. Every single other one. Sorry, Earth. A Dog's Purpose, starring X to the Exhibit, and LeBron James.
LeBron James.
And
man.
surprisingly, not Snoop Dogg.
That damn movie is going to make me cry. I know my wife's going to make me see it at some
I'm
point.
not going to see it. I refuse to see it.
I know, because you're going to think of Bowser the whole time.
I love Bowser, and if he ever dies, I will quit. What are you going to quit, King of Diamond? Everything. I will be a mess for an extended period of time. But he's going to live to be 20, so it's fine. We got a solid
It's
18
alrighty.
left in us.
You figured that out already?
He's a Jack Russell. He'll live to be like 18 or 20.
What if you can extend his life, too?
If I can put Bowser in a little robot Bowser via the miracle of income, then I will do that. Same for myself.
It's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
It could be Robot Goth.
Starting at the end of every check. Like fucking like
Robot Goth and Robot Bowser.
Yeah.
living forever.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I mean, Logan's 12. He just turned
Big
12.
dog. Big dog, too.
Big ol'. He's not slowing down at all. Yesterday, he
I want this puppy! Like,
Don't. The last thing you
Fucking
need is
fistfights.
another dog.
I know, because we're about to make a baby, dude.
And you don't need a puppy.
No, we don't need a puppy.
You're overwhelmed with what you have as it is.
I
as far as
know,
dogs
dude.
go.
No, I'm not overwhelmed. I'm fine. Sam's overwhelmed.
You
Good
get
luck.
overwhelmed when all three of them are like.
Good luck.
Doing their thing.
Yeah.
And Peach is out and using her tail of mass destruction. You want another article?
Give it to me.
I got a bunch.
What we got? What are we looking up? Tell me, like, the subject.
Okay, let me get you the title of this one. Oh, we could do Florida Man of the Week.
Yeah.
I think it's a woman, though. Hold on one second. It is...
My nose is so stuffy. Listen.
Florida mother gives
Jesus.
birth at McDonald's.
Florida mother McDonald's. Florida mother gives birth at McDonald's. New Fives net from Cleveland? A Florida woman and her child are both doing well after mother gave birth at a Sarasota McDonald's. Kathy Jordan was in the restroom at a restaurant last Saturday when she suddenly went in labor. Another customer yelled help, cries that were luckily answered by April Jones. April Jones.
Marvel's April Jones.
Marvel's April Jones. Coming this summer to ABC, but later to Netflix, cause canceled. Jones, a nurse, happened to be eating at the restaurant when Jordan went into labor. This is fucking incredible. She ran to the bathroom, threw a couple of coats on the floor, and talked Jordan through the birth.
God damn, you are so
I
sniffly.
know, dude. I need to get the hot tub. That'll unstuff me.
That's it.
When the
Stream
child
over.
emerged, it was breathing and turning blue. Luckily, paramedics arrived just in time to help assist Jordan in cutting the umbilical cord. Soon after, the baby went into the ball pit and had the best time of its life. Unbelievable! My favorite part is that people listening on iTunes think that's what actually happened. Fake news! This is how it happens, guys.
We got a $5 tip from Mipsy that says, here's the first $5 for Robot Bowser.
Love it.
No, you didn't like this one?
This one's fine. I
Do
mean,
you
like,
believe this one?
I believe this one. I think it happened.
Okay.
Do I think that someone who is about to have a child will be at McDonald's? Yes.
That's your reasoning? That's how you get to the logic of this one?
Absolutely. How is this illogical? You never know when you're going to go into labor. Maybe she thought she had to Duke because she just had an Ultra Whopper.
I don't buy that fucking shit at all. I was just gonna go to the fucking toilet, and then all of a sudden a baby came. Fuck that shit. Where does that come from?
I mean,
No, it actually makes me angry. Like, how do you accidentally a baby into a toilet?
she didn't baby into a toilet.
She didn't, but other people have. That's what I'm talking about now.
Oh, that's different. That's not
She
even
didn't
sense.
baby into the toilet.
But she babied in a McDonald's like she didn't know what the fuck was
Well,
up.
those
Like,
people are
She went
obviously
into labor, and some labors are quicker than others.
every time I hear about labor, it's like fucking 800 hours. So, like,
I've heard
it's
of-
hard for me to believe that it's like, I'm in labor, baby. Like, I feel like that's a thing. Like, are other women lying about their long labors? Like, it's confusing to me.
Some
Who's
women,
lying?
some women have long labors. Like my mother was in labor for 20 hours with me. 'cause I'm a
24.
Shit.
Yeah.
And some people are, some people are very quick, dude, for
My
sure.
daughter was like 4 pushes.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, she could have gone into labor at the McDonald's because she went there to get pickles and a McFlurry. And, you know, it just so happens that Nurse Jones was there. Me and Mrs. Jones.
Marvel's Nurse Jones.
Now, then why?
I believe this one. I think this one's 100% true. Definitely. Definitely, dude. Yeah.
Take a shit and then a baby popped out.
Fuck that. The thing about I think I need to take a shit and then a baby comes out, is that means that implies there's no pains for labor, or her labor's so, like, not that bad that she just thought she had to poop. I want to talk about this. You both have kids, and I don't understand this.
Women do shit when they're in labor.
Yeah.
So that
I
doesn't
know
matter your
that.
story. I'm just saying it adds
I'm aware.
validity to your story. He's really upset about this.
I know you're really
Are
upset.
you confusing this with women who don't know they're pregnant? I don't buy that shit either.
I think
I didn't know I was pregnant and then I shit out a baby.
I have issues with people saying they don't.
Do they have a baby full term, or do they just miscarry towards the end of their term and
I
baby
feel like
has
that
That's
would
like
be
a
relevant
healthy baby
information.
surprise.
Yeah.
I feel like there are probably situations where you have false labor that creates real labor, or you don't know that you're in labor. Maybe they just didn't notice their water broke or something.
Have you not seen I didn't know I was pregnant?
Exactly.
This is what triggered this whole conversation for me. I have been thinking about this for years.
Go ahead.
And it has been bothering me. I didn't know I was pregnant. Yes, you fucking did. You stopped having your period. There's a fucking, like, giant red flag. You think you just had tons of sex, then all of a sudden you're...
Red flag.
It wouldn't be red.
And then all of a sudden, you just... and then all of a sudden,
Sometimes you have mild spotting during your pregnancy.
He's very passionate about this.
fuck it.
There's all sorts of weird shit that can happen during a woman's pregnancy. Not everybody's pregnancy is standard. Not everybody's pregnancy is by the book. There's weird shit that happens. So whenever a story like this comes up, or a woman's like, I didn't know I was pregnant and I went to shit a burrito and instead I had a tiny burrito, then I'm like, I get it, totally. I'm on board.
Next Tuesday's YouTube video is going to be the meta of not knowing you're pregnant.
I just find it hard to accept that you could have a human fucking being
God
growing
believes
inside of you.
100%. I definitely
God
believe
doesn't
this.
fucking believe that alligator, but this shit he's cool with. I know, it blows my mind too.
Yeah. 100%, dude. 100%. How to say.
It's a life inside of your body. I don't get it.
I mean, okay, I've been through, not me personally.
I am not mansplaining pregnancy, okay? I am confused and asking for help. You put that fucking evil on me.
Isn't that kind of mansplaining though?
There's just
Is it?
There's just so many indications that you're pregnant that it's like it would really be an anomaly if none of them, not one. It's one thing to say
anomalies exist.
they do. I'm not saying it indefinitely or as
It's not like we're reading it in National Enquirer and she had a goat boy that's also the devil John Travolta.
well, not this article, but
Yeah,
that's-
there's probably one
that's
like
happened
that,
before.
dude. Yeah, definitely.
But listen, you have the period. You have the movement of the child. Yes, preterm. What movement starts at about 5 months, where you can feel it.
I fucking hate that word mansplaining.
How
I just fucking hate that shit.
are you thick trig right now?
I'm very triggered.
I
Like,
didn't-
what
I
if I
didn't-
said to someone, like, listen, I would listen to you, I'm sorry, man, but you're being a little cunt-fusing. Like, I would get my shit kicked in, okay? So, like, let's
I'm
just
gonna use
not.
that.
Like, let's just fucking not do that, okay?
No, I
hate mansplaining.
No, I'm gonna use confusing from now on. But I'm gonna use it real quickly. I'm sorry, you're being a little confusing right now.
Like,
If you could better explain this, because
Oh my god, I feel like I'm
you're-
going to use
you're
that in a
kinda
lot
confusing.
of passive-aggressive conversations from here on out. Oh, that's beautiful.
a little bit confusing right now.
I just really, like, we already fight about enough shit as human beings. Can we not start attacking each other because of our gender? That would be great.
Two-way street.
Start? Please.
I mean, listen, there's already enough shit. But, like when it gets to the point where we can't even talk to each other, however it is an individual innately talks, like, fucking communication is already breaking down. I don't want any more of this fucking garbage.
And there was much rejoicing.
I think part of the problem with America is we don't
Discuss things.
discuss things. I think it's a necessity.
How many times?
I think we live in too politically correct a society. Like, the three of us, between us, have probably 12 spectrums of a political and philosophical view on the world.
Absolutely.
But we're adults
And
we're-
friends still.
And friends. Like, it's unbelievable that people around the world don't talk about things. And if you talk about things, it's so much easier to get along with other people.
Except that time.
Jules, I am gonna hug you so much. I'm gonna hug you so much at Guardian Con.
She's quite a good hugger.
She is a nice lady.
Nice lady, for sure.
Do you remember that time?
That's why when she said mansplaining, I knew I could talk about it without hurting feelings.
that I said the thing about the politics, and then Corey tried to leave me at Charlie's.
That was funny though.
I don't want to leave. No, we talk about politics amongst ourselves. Something we'll never talk about.
We will
with you.
I'll never talk politics with stream, dude.
No,
And
not on stream.
we don't always agree on everything, but there's first of all, we laugh about it. Second of all, we respect the other's opinion, and third of all, we understand that no one's ever going to agree,
Nah.
no matter how loud you yell. So take those with what you will and walk with them. We're not.
I mean, yeah. Like,
can't do much more than that.
just talk.
Yeah, just talk, dude.
Just talk to
I
each
recommend
other.
it. I recommend it. And if you have a friend who can't accept you for, like, the way you are, then
They're not your friend.
not your friend, bud. But you can accept them for being, you know,
A shit.
closed-minded shit. I will read Casey's.
You want this?
Yeah, give me that.
What is that?
So my daughter,
Great.
what is the report on? It was
Like
how to change the world,
Okay.
Okay.
and it is fucking incredible. So we're gonna read that on the second half of the
God.
show. Oh no, it's pretty great, dude.
You sure you want to wait?
No, I want to wait. We're
All
gonna
right.
wait for the second half of the show. I want just. Well, actually, what? Oh man, we're already like an hour in.
Got like
I know.
15
I told
minutes.
Justin to get here at 9. I'm gonna tell him head over now. Head over now.
Hologram just appears between us.
It's gonna be really good.
What's up, babe? I love you. Oh, my God.
It's a really good jam. I'm like,
Yeah, it's a good time,
I haven't
dude.
been able to yell about something that bothered me in a while.
Man,
Is there anything else you want to get off your chest?
I mean, we talked about pregnancy and we talked about how
Ben,
we
you-
talked about how confusing mansplaining
you
is. So.
wrote an article for Polygon,
Okay.
and you've only talked about it, what, 6 times today?
Yeah.
But for the audio listeners that might not know, give them the information on your article with Polygon.
I mean, I wrote an article on Polygon about how I feel like Twitch IRL could potentially change the brand identity of Twitch and also make it fucking impossible for new broadcasters to have effective work-life balance. I think it's like Twitch has changed a lot of shit this last year, a ton of shit. Which, like, T-Rex and I did a Streaming 101 where we were going to do a quick 5-minute recap of 2016 and the changes. It took us a fucking hour. Because Twitch Prime, bits, ads for bits, auto mod, auto hosting, and a whole host of other things, not like back-end changes that they made. Twitch is changing so much so fast and not fucking talking to anyone about it until after the fact.
Sure.
And I think people are exhausted from all the change, broadcasters and viewers alike, and I think that the IRL directory right now, it's just this fun, cute thing, but the second that you put every person who has a cell phone can suddenly become a Twitch broadcaster, it's going to inflate the numbers of the IRL directory, and it could potentially be a huge brand problem for Twitch. Twitch could become the place where people go for
I think they need
live
to
streaming.
require X amount of legitimate stream time before you can stream from mobile.
That's an
That's
effective
like
solution.
such a beautiful solution.
That's actually a really smart idea.
Like, show that you're invested in the platform before you want to show your viewers your life, and go fuck yourself if you can't put that time in. I don't think people should be building their streams on IRL. IRL should be you as a solid broadcaster inviting your audience into your home, and I think that's the intended reason for it. And if they don't put some sort of roadblock,
that is the reason for it.
Yeah.
They've said that to us expressly
that's what
in
they said.
conversations. Yeah,
if they
that's
don't
their
put
heart.
and if I've thought of this, I swear to God they've thought of this because we've brought up things. There's only been one thing I've ever brought up to a Neil or Twitch, and they've been like, "Oh," and that was forever subs.
Yeah.
Someone in chat said, that kind of work balances their choice as a broadcast.
Absolutely.
For sure.
100%. But you have to understand the pressure that comes with that, with being a broadcaster. I take Tuesdays off because my wife works late and I hang out with my son.
Or
and-
I wouldn't say be partnered first. I don't agree with that.
No, that's
No.
too much.
No,
no.
that's too much of a.
I like his invested time.
Yeah.
This is a
Yeah.
way different scenario. But to my point, when Tuesdays roll around, the urge, if my wife comes home early, the urge if she is working on something else, to not go upstairs or to go upstairs and hit the button is insanely great. If I have a device in my hand that could broadcast anytime I want, that's a game changer.
Yeah, it's a game changer, and it is potential. Like, the biggest critiques I've gotten from the article are, I'm complaining because I don't want to adapt and change. Which, like, if all of us have to start streaming IRL from our phone to make Twitch work, we will, because it's our job.
Depending on how adopted it is.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm saying
it could go either way.
It could go either way, and that's the other thing is, like, Co-Carnage, I was talking about this earlier. He brought up a good point that, you know, mobile broadcasting and the numbers inflation from people broadcasting from their pocket might be one of those things that are sort of like a wave, like when cooking came out.
Or they might not count the dashboard view as a
they might not count the dashboard view, or they might be just like, oh, everyone does it for like 3 weeks and then it dies off, and so the problem in that way solves itself. And I hadn't considered that when I wrote the article. But I think that the bigger point, and the reason I wrote it, was that work-life balance is really fucking important. And it doesn't matter whether you are a doctor, a construction worker, or a streamer, it's something that does affect you. And the statement that I make at the end of the article, that turning off the camera is difficult when the person who benefits from it most is the one keeping it on. Yeah. It's the same with any sort of career. And I almost lost my dad because he worked way too much when I was growing up, like 80-hour weeks in IT, and then he had a heart attack when he was 42. You know, like, it's important, and I think that, I don't know, I wanted to raise a lot of, like, concerns and be really frank and honest about some of the things that, on the broadcaster side, like, there are certain things that happen quite often, and we all talk about it amongst each other, but it's not really out in the public for people to know and discuss and formulate opinions on.
It's just, I get scared because of things that have been happening on Facebook Live in the news.
That too.
Periscope, like, I don't want Twitch to get a bad name because...
That's why I think they need to have the...
Right.
Yeah.
X amount of
to
time.
use specific examples,
yeah.
A 12-year-old girl committed suicide on Facebook Live.
Yeah. I don't think someone should be able to go to
thing.
Twitch, sign up for Twitch, and immediately start broadcasting.
No, because you can do that with
You should
Periscope.
not be able to do that.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Like, Twitch started as just a TV, but it refined and defined itself as a platform for gaming and community. And I think with zero attempt at creating that, you shouldn't be able to do these off-brand things. I think there should be restrictions on them to establish yourself as a streamer, or at least attempt to, you know, so X amount of hours before you can start streaming from mobile. And it's something I'm going to push for with Twitch.
Yeah.
And they're going to be at PAX, and I'm going to be loud.
Yeah, they are.
Good at that.
They are, and I think that's the big thing, is that Twitch's brand identity is wrapped up in it being a gaming site. So if somebody can sign up and start broadcasting on IRL, and if it takes off, IRL is no doubt going to be the #1 or #2 directory on Twitch, because there's going to be 50 or 60,000 people broadcasting from their pockets. And like, that gives it more viewers than Overwatch, more viewers than fucking anything on Twitch. And that's a huge brand identity problem, because if somebody turns on Twitch for the first time and they go to the directory and they see the biggest thing on there is some random fuck walking down the street broadcasting like, hey, check out Times Square on my phone, they're going to be like, the fuck is this website?
Unless they're actively, I don't think, I'm not even sure if the dashboard view counts as one anymore.
I don't
Unless, if you're on your dashboard, that's one thing, but if you're on your main page, that's another thing. I don't think the majority of people that would start broadcasting from their pocket would think to go to an alternative IP and begin viewing from that IP, which would give them the single view. Because I've gone to directories and I've seen channels with zero views.
Zero viewers, yeah.
Zero viewers exist. So it would take forethought, and the majority of people don't have forethought. So I'm not sure. Like, I'm not a big fan of IRL when used incorrectly. I think it's a neat way to further connect with your audience.
Yeah, I've used it a couple times. It's fun.
But I honestly, and I'm like, Bits is the only thing that Twitch has put out that has changed the economy and the way that Twitch exists. And even that is sort of like when people are realizing like, oh, I'm not getting as many bits for ads. Mm-hmm. Like, that sort of wave is
they
going back
get
in
they
the
get
ocean.
depressed.
Yeah.
They're sad that they can't support the stream anymore, even though there's tons of other ways to still support the stream. Like, you can still watch ads if you want to when people run ads. You can still tip or sub or whatever.
At the end of the day, I feel like IRL might have the same kind of impact that social eating does.
Yeah, that is a huge
fad.
possibility.
Yeah,
And it just
it
away.
it's big and it fizzles, and Twitch needs to continue to figure out ways to be more inclusive with their audience, which is what we
Twitch Prime
always
did change the economy too.
Twitch Prime was huge. Yeah, Twitch Prime was huge, absolutely massive.
I've noticed a lot of my regular subs have switched to Twitch Prime,
True.
and they just keep resetting.
I would be interested
which
in
is cool.
talking to someone who recently got their sub button and ask them what the percentage of their revenue is
Guardian
between
Alpes,
primes and
he
Twitch
said he's
Prime.
anywhere from 40 to 60% with Twitch Prime subs.
That would be so stressful. I'm like
Yeah.
80-20
Wow.
from standard to prime subs.
I was, when it first came out, I was like 90-10, and now I'm like 30-40.
Yeah.
Or 30-40 on Twitch Prime subs. It's going
That would be
up.
really stressful. I mean,
going
like, imagine how we feel at the beginning of the month when the prime cliff.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
cliff. That's what it's called now. Is the prime
The
cliff.
cliff for me has vanished, though. Now my
Didn't you spread it out though? Didn't you take
Hey,
that
Cobalt.
like initial cliff off? Because that's what I did last month. And my cliff,
Cobalt Streaks in chat. He says he's 40 to 60% prime.
that's
60%.
insane to me, dude. Like, I don't like emotionally. I don't know how I'd handle that because a bulk of that is at the beginning of the month. But what I did last month is I said, you know what, fuck the prime cliff. I'm gonna take a bet, and I took the entire cliff off, and I watched the majority of my prime subs fall off to gone, and then it's been much more evenly spread now. And I don't know if my situation is the same as other streamers, but to watch all that go off at the beginning of the month is very stressful. Like, it's not a fun experience. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a sad jam at all. We're just
No.
talking about things.
Business, man.
Yeah.
So
Up
that's
and down.
that's the thing, is that there is if you get 500 in one day, you're going to have a rough month in 30 days.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
for
the,
sure.
That's the
That's the
big,
nature of the beast.
That's the big emotional difference with the Prime subs on the broadcaster side, is that, like, if you have a sub train and it's like you get 1,000 subs in a day or some ridiculous stuff like that, before you were like, well, some of those people are going to forget to turn off renewing, so you're going to keep some of them. But if you have 500 Prime subs on a sub train, all of them will be gone next
Watch
month.
for the people who bitch about numbers in the beginning of the month. Those are the streamers who care about numbers more than connecting with their audience. Straight up. If you see someone saying, I fell under X and X, blah, blah, then, like, that's what they care about. You're a number to them. I'm sorry to say it, but that's what you are.
I really
It's
try and
unfortunate.
not talk about subs.
Yeah.
and numbers as
I
much
make
as
I
possibly
make a
can.
super honest effort to not, because at the end of the day, what is going to happen on Twitch is going to happen.
Yeah.
That's just what's going to happen. And you can't create growth, and if you do manage to squeeze out created growth, then it's false, and it will go away at the end of the day.
We were talking about that on Drop Frames, about dealing with subbing as a product and how everyone else approaches it. And the truth is, if you constantly have to generate stuff, like if you're generating events to increase your sub revenue and stuff, eventually, like, you have to do two things. You have to continuously top yourself, and eventually you won't be able to do that.
Yep.
Like, you're not building loyalty by forcing numbers. Loyalty happens organically and naturally when people buy into whatever you're representing on your channel. Forced growth is cool for a quick paycheck.
Yeah, it's great.
But that's nice, but it won't stick around, and all you're doing is kicking the can down the road before you can officially accept, like, okay, like, this is what my actual numbers are. And if your ego is attached to your numbers so much that you have to keep artificially inflating them, it's going to kick you in the ass later on.
100%.
And then we're going to have a bad time.
Yep. I agree.
You know, and that's...
I saw the jump with Twitch Prime, and then I saw it fall off, and I'm
Yeah.
right back to where I was before Twitch Prime.
Me
Actually
too.
doing a little better, but that's the truth. Like, an event happened where people were
Whose
able to
fucking
sub-
emote is this? Is this Lab? Fucking these guys, dude, they're on top of these
On top
fucking
of the meme
emotes, dude.
game,
Every
man.
time.
There's actually salt in that emote if you look very
Yeah,
closely.
it's right there.
There, yeah. He's just doing this. God, I love that guy.
Yo, what do we got to do to get them to move to Florida?
I don't know. We're working on it hard.
The Seattle people are very angry that we're working on it.
Yeah, and that's the other thing, Wyatt, and you bring up a good point, is that you also don't want to make your followers, viewers, whoever, feel like they have to sub to you.
Never.
To participate in your community.
Never.
Feel like they have to do anything other than show up and enjoy. Because when you make a big deal about everything except for just watching and enjoying the stream, you're setting yourself up for failure. And we don't say this to throw shade at anyone. We're saying this because we have seen people try to make Twitch work in all sorts of different ways. And one way is going to work for you long term, and every other way is probably going to fuck you.
Yeah.
That's a lot of salt in the chat.
It's not even Seattle versus Tampa Crucible. Like, if they want, like, I would understand why Lucky and Buttwipe would want to move to Seattle. It's fun.
Makes sense.
It's hip. There's, I don't know, there's fucking fish market. I don't know, dude. But, like, I tried to appeal to them, like, you have family here. You know, like, that's what I said to Lucky and Lori and Butt, is that they have family here, and cost of living is much lower, and that they'll be able to establish business outside of Twitch. And I do not think that's an opportunity that they would have if they moved to Seattle.
You also keep more of your money.
Yeah,
here
that's
than
exactly
you do
that's what I mean.
Seattle.
Like, yeah, you'd be able to establish business outside of Twitch because you'd have more expendable income.
Weed
I was-
is legal
yeah.
in Seattle. We are not far behind that.
Yeah, we're not far behind
we're
that.
very
yeah.
close.
Florida overwhelmingly voted for legal weed in the last election. So.
Yeah, give it a couple of years. It's in there, dude.
Oh,
there's no income tax in Washington
Yeah,
State.
Washington
no
has
state
no
income
state
tax.
income
Yeah.
tax.
There's federal, obviously, but
Cost of living, though.
yeah, the cost of living is just so high in Seattle.
I was offered a position to move to Seattle for some things up there, and Amy and I spent the beginning of last year in Seattle looking at fucking places to rent, and it hurt my soul.
Yeah.
After living in St. Louis, which was more expensive than here, and then down in Tampa, and then going to Seattle, I was shell-shocked by how much shit costs there. I just like keeping more of my money and not spending it on rent. I think that's
Yeah.
great.
I mean,
A lot of discussion.
my tiny little apartment in Queens cost me about $300-400 more than I'm paying now for a 4-bedroom house in Florida,
Yeah.
and that was 4 years ago-ish that I lived in Queens. So with inflation and
Jeez.
everything, it's still $300-400 less. Just to show you the.
But it's Tampa. Gross. What's gross about Tampa?
Tampa's
I
actually
really hate being
very
close
nice.
to Disney World and
Like,
having
everything
wonderful
is
weather.
close here, dude. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Close
There's
to the
lots of
beach.
shit around Tampa
Yeah.
and Florida, but
Yeah.
Tampa itself is actually a very nice
Tampa
city.
is like cheap New York. Like,
I wouldn't go that far.
I would say it's cheap New York.
That's misrepresenting.
I don't know. A lot of
that
people
are
from New
interested
York
in
move to Tampa. That's where all the pizza goes and the restaurants. I would say it's cheap New York.
Lots of tech companies moving
Lots
here
of tech
too.
companies moving.
You might
That's
be
true.
laughing about Tampa now. In 10 years, it could be the second Silicon Valley, and then all of you will be like,
I should have moved to Tampa when I was told to, but now I can't because houses cost
Yeah,
$1 million.
for sure. Tampa Bay Dick Ripper's here, but
I won't
he's-
be hearing it.
Yeah.
If you're streaming, you will.
If I give you advice and you don't follow it and then come back and complain, you're an idiot. That's how I feel about giving advice. How do you feel about when you give advice and people don't listen to it, Kev?
I usually laugh later in life when
Laugh.
they've made the wrong decision and I made the right one.
New York is more than food and people. That's all I need, bud.
New York also smells like piss and shit.
That's
Yeah.
cool, man.
I live there. You can't argue with me.
Cool, man. I think that's gonna end the first half.
For sure.
So we're gonna go grab some beers and we're gonna go pee. We're gonna grab pee because it's liquid.
That'd be weird.
But we'll be back in just a few. I don't know. Yeah, cool. So we will be right back, guys. See you in a few. Yo, we're back, man.
Ben, you should close the door.
It's a jam.
Close it now.
Or we'll
I
get,
guess, yeah.
we'll
'Cause-
get ambushed by Peach.
all right, guys, what's up, man? I'm hearing a lot of people talk about.
Butts!
I'm hearing a lot of people talk about the Bungie Bounty in chat, so we might as well talk about this.
Might as well talk about the Bungie Bounty.
Hey, what's up, Umbrella? Anybody who has characters as their name, I can't read it, so I just call them Umbrella.
Umbrella's good.
You like that?
Yeah.
It's non-offensive. It's an umbrella. It saves you from rain.
Yeah.
That's Chris.
It's Chris. How the fuck do you know that?
Because he's the sub, and he's the only sub that I have that has one of those.
Umbrella. Anyways, I'm pretty sure I haven't seen him. Umbrella. I don't fucking know, dude. It's characters. Umbrella's here? No way. Umbrella. Ben, you are the only person who has done, in this room currently, who's done a Bungie Bounty.
Right.
What was your experience?
I mean, okay, so I did mine, and
Fine.
I was first, so it was a lot of, what the fuck is this, and is this the only day I can do this? But, I mean, you know, like, it's a competitive event, the Bungie Bounty is a competitive event. I thought that they did a good job changing it. You know, where it's like, if you match, with me, then, you know, if you're on my team and you win, you get the thing, and then if the other team wins, they get the thing. So, for me, it was a lot of explaining that, but, you know, obviously, with any sort of PvP-focused event, there's going to be toxicity, and other than, like, a lot of
It's a shame that it's like that, though.
It is. It makes me sad. I felt like my mods did a good job removing any really dumb talk, and it's easy for me since I'm not a high skill player. Like, I don't pride myself on being good, so it's easy for me to make fun of myself. So I was just like,
I feel like it's funny that people like, listen, Destiny competitive people, I love you. Destiny's not a comp game. Destiny is a game that is set up to make even the worst skilled person feel powerful.
yeah, at least once or twice a match.
At least once or twice a match.
Once or twice a match, they can wipe your team.
You are set up to feel so powerful. And Destiny is a game that, unless they do some severe changes to Destiny 2, which I think would ruin the game, it will never be truly balanced and competitive.
Yeah.
But Destiny is a game that, on the top tier level of skill, is very fun to watch. Mm-hmm. And I'll give it that. It's super fun to watch. But as far as being truly comp and truly balanced, it will probably never be there. And if that's what you want, go play CSGO. Like, and I'm...
No, that's true.
I don't feel like I'm being a dickhead.
No, that's... like, if you want a truly competitive game, Destiny is not designed to deliver that.
But if you want a fun, super fun to watch experience, or it's something to make you feel good,
Yeah.
that's Destiny.
I think that the Bungie Bounty is awesome, and it's bringing a lot of, I guess, liveliness and focus to a whole bunch of different broadcasters on Twitch. My advice, if you are a broadcaster that has the Bungie Bounty, be ready for shit to be bad and plan to work around it. Like, for me, like, shit, like, whenever shit got ridiculous, I would just do something on stream that was silly. Like, things were starting to get really, really bad, really serious, people were arguing in chat. So I put on Pony by Genuine, and we listened to slow jams for 15 minutes, and then no one wanted to fucking bitch, argue about ELO or how they couldn't connect to me, because they were too busy thinking about fucking.
I'm gonna have a respect tap counter.
Respect tap? Oh yeah, and when then, like, usually, like, when people teabag me, I'll be like, whatever, but, like, when they're teabagging me in the bounty, I just told everyone, I said, guys, I'm going to get teabagged today. I'm angry if you don't teabag me, please do it. And
I'm gonna keep count of it, yeah.
I was teabagged less during the bounty than I am during a usual day. Because people don't want to take their time to bag you, they want to win for the bounty. Yeah, exactly.
There's a lot of toxicity hitting the chats during this thing, and my advice to any other streamer who's doing this event is put your chat in follower only mode for an extended period of time. The way that followers
set it on follow.
You do /followers, and if you put a number after that, that's the number of minutes that someone will have had to follow in order to chat in your chat.
I'm fresh off a front page run where I had to do that, and it works beautifully. I did
beautiful.
mine for 2 minutes.
Beautiful.
And it worked. I did not get... My last day of front page was perfect. Met new people. No problems. It was just for front page. That's it. And I turned it off as soon as I was done. And it worked great.
Yep.
No toxicity. It eliminated so much. Mine was only 2 minutes. So for Bungie Bounty, you might want to up it to 15 minutes.
And that way, that also gets rid of the looking for host spam.
Yeah, the looking for host
the people
spam.
Trying to sell a host. Yeah.
Yeah, that happened a lot during mine. I just kind of tended to ignore it because I was focusing on some other things that I was trying to remove from chat. But yeah, like, putting on follower mode would definitely remove the looking for host. Everyone was trying to find a host in Florida, and there were people who were trying to sell hosts to each other, and I would call them out in chat, and I'd be like, nobody give this guy any money. Like, you know, because that's not... People are so thirsty to get something that feels special, and I think that's
Yeah.
what's great about the event. But it also, some people approach winning something like that with
Yeah.
a really negative attitude.
Yep.
And you just have to be prepared to deal with that.
Sell a host. Sell a host means so. Ben was doing the bounty in Florida.
I live in Florida.
People were in Florida were either other people were asking for someone that lived in Florida or selling the fact that they were in Florida to get a closer what's it called
An easier way to match with me because
Right.
it match makes you
By region.
By region. Yeah, it's supposed to be fun, and that was the other thing that I did. If you have one of these bounties, focus on fun. Like literally every match, just talk about. Thanks for hanging out today, guys. This is supposed to be a fun event. I'm glad that I won or lost because somebody's getting the bounty. Everyone wins who's playing this. We're having a good time as a community. Let's celebrate that. Every single match. Because when you are the broadcaster, you can create your own weather. And when you know something like this is going on, like, you have to commit yourself to say, these 2 hours, I will not be negative once. And that's really hard to do, and it's impossible to do on a regular
Laugh it
basis
off.
all the time.
Yeah.
But you have to be ready for that.
You also have to draw lines with your mods, and they have to know when to ban.
Yeah,
and
I had
when
a-
to timeout.
I had a very strict rule set for my mods. I went in my mod chat, and some shit was starting up in my chat, and I said, everyone who does this, because it's 24-hour, no explanation. If we hurt someone's feelings or somebody gets bopped that shouldn't, I'll tweet about it later.
Yep.
And that went great. It went awesome.
I will definitely be utilizing followers only.
Yeah.
I think I might put it on a pretty extreme timer.
Yeah, the Shalom spam. I told everyone to get 24-hour timeouts if they type Shalom in my chat.
There's a thing going around in the community. Shalom is a positive. phrase.
It's a kind word.
It's a kind
it
word.
means peace.
But people are using it to spam chats because they feel like they can
Be dicks.
bypass rules. But regardless, I intended to use a very aggressive followers only chat, and I don't care if I get a single follow during the Bungie Bounty. But what I do care about is that the people who are there to have a good time have a good viewing experience.
Absolutely.
And the people who are regulars do not have their experience ruined. And it's a shame that, for such a fun event, that we have to limit people. I hate that.
Yeah,
I didn't want to.
I don't like it either.
But after seeing what's happened in literally every stream for the Bungie Bounty, yeah,
There's there is an appropriate amount of restriction that's required in order to present what I would consider like you got to put your best foot forward, right? When you're doing something like this, when you're on the front page of Twitch, you want people to encounter your community, and that's why I think followers only mode is it's the best thing, because some people are like, well, if I can't chat, then I don't know if I want to be part of the community. That's true, but if you can't chat, you're only seeing followers chat.
Yeah.
And that means something. Like, automatically, even without you knowing it, that's what you assume is happening when you visit a chat room.
Yep.
Your first time in a chat room, if it's shitty, you think it's always shitty.
Yep.
And if it's good, you think it's always good. The chat could be shitty because somebody just got cyber attacked or something.
Yep.
You don't know that, but you assume everyone chatting is invested in the channel enough to
constantly
actually
making a first impression.
to actually be a follower.
Yep.
With followers only mode, you know as a broadcaster that the only people talking are people who give enough of a shit to click a button, even if they want to just shitpost.
I read an article, and I guess through some algorithm this person figured it out, but the average new viewer checks out your channel for 16 seconds.
You
You have 16
16
seconds
seconds.
to
Yes.
make an impression on somebody.
That's
Yep.
how long it takes the average person to follow.
16
16
seconds.
seconds.
So
For
yeah,
shit.
if people are doing shitty things in your chat and you have no control over it, that's going to be the
Yep.
permanent impression that person has every time they see your name on Twitch.
What do you think about people getting really mad at the streamer rematching?
I did that in mine. Chat tricked me. Everyone in chat spammed same people.
I was in your chat during the
So I left the match because I recognized 3 of the names, and everyone in chat was like, no, that was not all the same people. And I was like, well, you tricked me. So you know what I did? I said, I will talk to Cosmo and I will get every person in that match an emblem. And he did that. All 12 people in the match that I got tricked into leaving got an emblem.
Yep.
So if somebody rematches because of whatever, they get tricked or some bad shit happens, I think that, you can work with Bungie on the back end of stuff And like you can make it okay. Yeah, it sucks that those people didn't get to play with me for the bounty because I got tricked, but everybody ended up getting the emblem anyway, and I feel like that makes it okay. You know.
When is your bounty?
The 31st.
Oh, you got like
I have time.
after.
Yeah.
South.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, when you hear this next Tuesday, if you're on iTunes, we'll be at South that following
Pack
weekend.
South, yeah.
Pack South.
So if you
Pack South.
stay tuned to your Twitters, maybe you'll bump into us or something. Or
I will be on that flight very Xanaxed up. I don't fly well.
I might ask you for some.
This is why you should have follower chat on.
I mean, technically, you could put it on right now.
No.
No.
I just when I was doing my regular streams, it was hurting me. That
Yeah,
was the whole
I
thing.
could see that for...
You know, on a larger
Yeah.
stream like this, yeah, it might make more sense to put followers only on. But on a smaller stream, it was hurting me big time.
Yeah.
I don't think it's intended for the 500 and under. I really don't.
I think that it is a fantastic non-pay based tool
Sure.
in the streamer kit, and you need to consider how you want to use it as a
Yeah.
broadcaster.
Right.
Willie Mack says Gigs needs some love from the community managers. Hasn't even had a community focus about him. Now he's not even given a chance in the Bungie Bounty. Look, dude, I love Gigs to pieces, but like actually, like we put so much time into helping folks in this community, and you can't expect us to always hero for people. It's stressful.
It's
You
hard
know?
every moment of every day.
Yeah. Yeah. Just can't do it, man. I love Gigs to pieces, and I hope he gets the focus he deserves.
Absolutely.
But if I send a message out there for every time someone wanted social justice or someone to get attention that they felt they deserved attention for, or even someone that I feel they deserve attention for, that's not realistic, and it's not fair to ask all the time.
Did you send that message for me though?
I 100% know.
I mean-
You haven't had community focus yet. Go fuck yourself.
I don't. I
in
don't
Predator
deserve a
Drake,
community
I
focus,
mean,
is
like,
my honest opinion.
that's the other thing is that everyone runs their channel differently, and Witwix runs his channel so that his chat is a meme factory, and that's what people expect. And I fucking love Witwix's chat. He's actually, I used to live with Witwix. He has done a really fantastic job of passively curating his chat into the state that it is currently.
It's a meme factory.
And even though it's a meme factory, it's a fun place to be.
Yeah.
Some chats are a meme factory, and it makes you hate them. But he's done a great job. I have nothing but respect for Witwix, and he's a great example of how you could do the opposite of what we do and still have
And
a
make
great
it work.
channel and
Yeah.
a great chat.
Yeah. 100% a
Absolutely.
meme factory.
Witwix, right.
It's controlled awfulness.
Yeah.
It's controlled chaos. I think my buddy's here. I'm gonna run downstairs real quick.
All right.
He's doing the thing. You got to read the essay when you come back.
I'll read the essay
Okay. I don't know why he does that.
because it's easier.
It's not easier.
It's easier. You guys don't have to get up.
Can you give me an ultra on your
That's
way back?
true.
No.
Please. How was it living with Witwix?
It was really fun. I mean, like, I loved living with Tom, and I loved living with Sam and Baru for a short period of time as well.
I had no idea Witwix was originally from Long Island.
Yeah.
That's funny. I just saw in his recent Twitter and from watching him that he's actually from Long Island. He's a fellow Long Islander.
Yeah, man. He's Long Island.
Long
eh.
Island. I have
Yeah.
a cross on my sweater. No, I don't. I have.
Yeah, meme factories can be compassionate and inviting. Witwix and Brown Man are great examples. See, yeah. So there are hundreds of different ways to run your channel, but I think that what stands out is thoughtfulness. If you're thinking through what you want, you're gonna get what you
Look,
want.
here's the word that a lot of people will shy away from saying. It's a business plan. How do you want to set up your stream? How do you want to, what culture are you creating within your stream? There's good ways to do everything, and there's bad ways to do it too. You know, I complain to Ben constantly because I look at the Destiny directory and I will sit there and the best way I can put it is I miss year one. I miss year one Twitch Destiny because it was a different place, it was a different time, it was a different feel, it was a different atmosphere, and I miss it. When I go to the Destiny directory now, I almost feel lost. It's like I'm
I really like trials carries on the weekends, though, man. I love that the only thing to do is trials carries, and that's
Okay,
not a
I-
slight against anyone who broadcasts that. That is the result of Bungie doing fuck all on the PvE side of the game.
I log on the other night, and there's plenty of my friends that do trials carries. Let me preface it with that. And I love those people. But when the top 16 streams, when I logged on, it was probably Saturday night at like 11:15 p.m. Eastern, all trials. I'll carry you Lighthouse. Lighthouse carries. I'll carry, this, that, Lighthouse, Trials, Sherpa, blah, 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 the top 16 channels. And the 17th guy was doing raid carries. I just feel like it was great when it was a mix, but when that's the focus, it feels like it loses its soul to an extent.
Well, yeah, I mean, Destiny at the beginning of it was a PvE-oriented game. The PvP focus came much later in the game's history. It was 2 DLCs that came out before Trials launched. Or it was the second DLC, So, the fact that Bungie's misfired delivering value on the PvE side of the game, has hurt it in the long run. People are super focused on PvP in a game that we just talked about earlier, where PvP, it's not a comp game, so having a heavy PvP focus just makes it more confusing.
I mean...
You know how to fix raids? Matchmaking. I mean, I do open raid stuff all the time, guys.
I still think there should be 2 tiers of raids, like any other MMO would do it.
Yeah.
There should be a match-made version that gives you a lower light tier of gear, and there should be a non-match-made version that gives you a higher light, and then there should be hard mode. There should be 3 tiers. Because I feel like leaving people out of certain activities is not the best way to go about it. There is reasons that there's clout attached to people walking around wearing, raid gear, and that's awesome.
I think that one of the things that's hurt Destiny in the long run is that every time that they made it more MMO light, when they trended away and made things more casual friendly, the investment in every activity went down. And when your activity investment goes down, then you have this huge problem of a power vacuum. And so eventually, when nothing matters, everyone's going to trend toward one activity, and that's why everyone trends toward trials right now.
Right.
That's why I'm like a big believer of things actually mattering. Like, I don't know how you would do it, but the thing that made streaming Destiny fun in year one was it was really hard to get to max light.
Right.
So every time I was doing raid carries or anything, even if I wasn't pushing my light level up, I was giving someone in my community a chance to reach that golden ring.
Light level, max was what when we were first grinding? 30. So 28, 27 was such like a. It's the guy.
This is
He's
Justin,
real.
yeah.
Hi, it's real.
Hi,
I
Justin.
told you he was real and not a hologram.
He's not real at all, guys.
This
Still
is
not
so
100%.
You need to at least put your face where my hand is so people can see you. If you want people to see you, this is where
They
they
have to
can
know
see
you're
you.
real too.
Yeah.
They have to know.
Yeah,
Does
that's
that look
Justin.
like a hologram, guys?
Could be. Lots of CGI.
That's Justin. He can vouch that we used to play music together and will be soon.
But if he's a hologram, how can I believe him?
What
if he's a
discussion did I
hologram?
miss while I was gone?
We're just talking about
The state
year
of-
one in Destiny and
State of the directory.
investment. Kevin was talking about
How it's like I go in there.
You
on a
go in on
Saturday
the
night,
weekend, yeah.
and it's like trials.
Trials. What was-
Trials.
What were weekends in year one? Before... Because House of Wolves is when...
There
Yeah.
was raids.
I would do raids.
And
Yeah.
but it wasn't like a Sherpa raid. It was like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm taking viewers or.
Hey, you guys want to fucking dick
Yeah,
around, drink
drink some
beers?
beers and-
You
Yeah.
want to
hang out.
have fun playing the game?
Yeah.
That's what it used to be.
I-
Now it's not have fun playing the game, it's you better fucking take me to the lighthouse or fuck you.
I feel like long-term growth on Twitch is more reliably gotten if you're not basing your channel on
A
being the
singular
best.
activity.
Well, not
Yeah.
the singular activity, but being the best. I feel like it's more relatable to be a dumb shit,
I agree.
because I'm an idiot.
Wanted to
And
just not do.
You know what sucks, Ben, is we can't be like, we're not the best. It's like, yo, okay, Mr. Guinness World Book
Guinness
of Records.
World Record of finishing the
Like,
raid
listen,
first.
man, we accidentally, it's,
Yeah, okay, we can, in specific scenarios, we can express traits of individuals that might have high skill.
Yeah.
But normally, we're fucking morons.
fucking morons, dude, on a regular basis.
Do you have any idea how, like literally, that was, 8 hours of us playing the best we've ever played any video
think
game
so, yeah.
in our entire mind, in
Yeah,
our
it's
entire
never gonna
life,
happen again.
after years of us playing like
Yeah.
garbage. So
Yeah.
like 0.001% we
Yeah.
can really perform.
Yeah, we don't even know if D2 will have trials, dude. And
I am-
there are some streamers who are spreading out, and I love to
I
see
am
it.
fully convinced that Trials of Osiris will not be returning in
I
Destiny
100%
2.
agree with you.
I think that a seasonal ranked playlist is going to replace all
Yep.
valued
And you
PvP
cannot do
activity.
ranked carries, I'm sorry, unless you want to commit to 2 guys, 3 guys for an entire 4-month process, then
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and see, people are so sick of it, they say, I hope not.
Yeah.
I think that elimination game type's fun. This is what would work great for Destiny. Ranked seasons, once a month, payout at the end of the month with gear.
Yep.
Ranked 1s, 2s, and 3s in every playlist style.
Yeah.
You can choose to play ranked or
Why not
unranked.
both?
Boom.
Because Archer's line, here's the thing, Destiny 2 needs to move away from Destiny. It needs to not
Hard.
only it needs to what I would consider reintroduce itself to the basic audience, and it also needs to offer up things that weren't in Destiny 1 as outside of raids, which raids at this point are still considered to be the best content in Destiny.
By the dev team, yeah.
By the
Absolutely.
dev team, by reviewers, by the general audience, people care more about Destiny when PvE is good.
When you release a sequel, you need to do 2 things. 1, keep your old audience happy, and 2, make it so a new audience can jump right into
Yep.
it with no issues.
PvP needs to run in seasons or it gets boring. I mean, I still have fun, but I don't think it has as much longevity.
Yeah, watching 4 like this was my example. The first time I brought up the rank system on stream, people were like, "You fucking hate people doing trials Harrys," and I said, "Listen to me. End of the month, last day, you have 6 people on both sides of the spectrum that are trying to nail down that top rank. Tell me you wouldn't want to fucking watch Crafty, Lumi, Triple, Gigs, Wish, Nkuch, every fucking buddy duke it out in Rumble or something onto. I would fucking not stream that day.
Unranked, yeah.
And I would watch them play
Where it
ranked
matters,
because
dude.
that would blow my mind to see those guys play
Yeah.
with or against each
It'd be an
other.
event you could enjoy one day every month.
Every month that would happen, and it's so much more exciting for that because it's not about getting light level 400. It's not about going to the lighthouse. It's about legitimately seeing who the fuck is best.
Yeah.
And who's
Who's going to hit the top of the rank sheet? Because believe
That's
it
amazing.
or not, you know who's probably going to be the highest ranked elo inside of Clash
Somebody we have no idea who they are.
in the Bungie Bounty? It's me. No, actually, I'm higher than Crafty by like
So proud of
something
this.
by like 400 points. And you know why? Because I actually fucking play that mode. And you know why I win a lot? Because I play with you guys. But I suck. So I'm going to get placed up against a bunch of fucking sweaties. So thank you, General Taz, for that garbage. So top tier players, if you want your goddamn emblem, queue up on the 31st. It's garbage. Everybody, like Trials Elo, your Trials Elo, your Trials True Skill is separated per playlist.
Yeah.
You have to look at it too. If
I
you're-
bet you actually had relatively high Clash Elo.
I didn't check mine.
It's
but yeah.
probably pretty fucking good.
I mean, I win a lot because I play with people who are good.
Exactly. You get to play with incredible viewers on a daily basis. So do I. Crafty mostly plays Trials. You know,
And he's
doesn't-
trying to carry people who may or may not
He
be
doesn't
good.
go into things like
He
Clash.
did
a lot.
try and take his parents to the lighthouse. Do you guys remember how many
That's
losses
fucking
that
incredible.
was?
day
Yeah.
of my entire life. When his mother got a kill.
Elo has nothing to do with matchmaking, but True Skill does, and they separate it via playlist.
When you with the monthly events too, you're also looking. Yeah, you name those names, but you're also looking at making careers out
You
of
could
that.
make careers out of
Because
people who no one knows.
the
too,
underdogs
yeah.
come in, and also then you got an underdog to cheer for.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, who is this guy? He doesn't even stream, and he whipped everyone's ass.
Oh, well.
we saw that. We saw that with the world's first hard raid. It was a bunch of bus drivers from Germany.
Yep.
That's fucking cool as shit.
It is really cool.
That is awesome.
SRL. Look what SRL. Unknowns all over making it to the finals. By the time we get to
Yep.
the finals, there's like 2 people we know, and the rest is like, oh, who's this? This is
Who's
awesome.
this? Who's this? Yeah. So I don't think the Trials is going to be in Destiny 2. I think that raids are going to be reimagined in Destiny 2. I think that
I hope raids are a week-long process in Destiny 2.
yes, that's what we were
Like
talking about when we were out of the
lockouts
room.
and
Okay.
I felt like
I want Naxxramas every week. I
Every
want like which wing are we going to do this
Progression,
week?
yeah.
Today.
Progression.
I felt like every time Destiny made a move to make the game more casual friendly, it cut out how much time you needed to invest in PvE content for it to matter. To the point where like when Rise of Iron came out, people were max light level in hours. And it only took me, not using that method, it only took me a week.
Yeah.
Where, like, it took me 2.5 months to get to, like, level 300 before. And I think that there is great value in making the ring hard to grab.
It needs to be hard to grab. I fully believe, and I talked about this on stream the other day, I used to really champion for the casual being able to get to the maximum level.
Yeah.
And after seeing the fallout of April update and Rise of Iron, I feel like I was incorrect.
Yeah, I agree.
I really feel like, because maximum light now, like let's say maximum light was only achievable via Trials of Osiris, and raiding hard.
Yeah.
Like it used to be back in the day. Like
Yeah.
maximum level was only obtainable via raids up until
Trials
of
launched, yeah.
But that light level was insignificant to power. It was only a show of what you've done.
Yeah.
And one of the things that Bungie said when they made this game is they wanted you to look at a person and you could say, I know where he's been. I know what he has done. But a lot of people, all I know is that he opened a few packages. He chased some light. You're chasing numbers, not items anymore. You're not chasing an experience. You're not chasing an achievement. You're chasing a number, and it's insignificant now. Insignificant.
Yeah.
Insignificant.
You don't have to try for it anymore. And I mean, I was in the same boat with you, being like, let's open this up for people.
Yeah.
And yeah, like the
It cheapened
consequence of that idea is that it infinitely cheapens every activity in the game. Across the board, whether it's Iron Banner, Trials, PvP, Strikes, anything. Like we were talking the other day about how cool it was in year one where you could play Strikes or PvP and you didn't have 3 of coins, but like once a week I would play a Strike or a PvP match and some motherfucker would get an exotic. And that was the hypest shit. Like people would lose their mind. Now if you get an exotic at the end of a Strike, you're like, cool, neat.
Yeah, cool, neat.
That's wrong.
Cool, neat.
Like,
I
it
just
shouldn't feel like
I just
that.
got the Strike exclusive. Cool, neat.
I didn't get my Yallarhorn till Destiny Con 1.
Yeah. You know, and we're not... I understand that, like, not being able to get things is hard, but I feel like having something to reach for keeps more people interested and invested than the thing that you're reaching for is literally at your ankles. And that's how I feel about Destiny in its current state, is that everything is so easy to get. You know, versus something to look forward to. You know, when I played WoW, and I don't know, I guess I had a ton of time, whatever.
Yeah, you had a lot of time.
I had a lot of time because I was a kid. I didn't have responsibilities with kids at that point.
But that is why you could ascend the ranks, was
Yeah.
because you had the time to invest.
I also could have looked at it and said, this is too much, like I don't want to.
Yeah.
But I
you
kept
made the
playing
choice.
because there was a ring to reach to, but if I could have gotten Grand Marshal, then it would have been like, after a week, then everybody could get that. So, like, what's the point?
Yeah.
You know?
Carrot on the stick.
And not everybody's going to agree with us. Not everybody loves the carrot on the stick. I love the carrot on the stick. And I'm always going to voice that opinion and admit, like, when I've made wrong calls or wrong things to promote. But we've been playing Warframe recently.
Yeah.
And Warframe is like, there's a carrot on the stick, and then all of a sudden, a wall goes in front of you, and another carrot goes this way. And in order to bring
it's
this wall
great.
down, you have to chase this carrot.
Yeah, like, I loved, so I started playing Warframe, and I got to the second planet, well, I can't remember, you start on Earth, and I think I got to, like, Venus. I farmed a boss on Venus to get all the blueprints for my Rhino Warframe, and I was so excited. I was like, let's build this, and it was like, sorry, bitch, you gotta get to Jupiter first.
Yeah,
and I was
yeah.
like, shit, and it took me 4 days.
To make frames, right?
Yeah, it took me 4 days to get to Jupiter so that I could get the material that I needed to build something that I got the first day I played the game.
Yep.
Like, that is a strong investment system where you know where you're progressing. Like, you have a character, you know which direction to go. And maybe that was the misstep for Destiny, was that there was only one place to go when it launched, and that was the raid.
Noble Jew says because Warframe is new. It's not because
It's
Warframe
not
is
new.
It's older than
No,
Destiny.
I mean it's older. It came out
It is-
before that. It's new to us.
It's new to us. It is older than Destiny as a
But
game.
the carrot on the stick for a game like that is so much more elusive than the carrot on the stick for Destiny currently. And that's the problem, I think, with Destiny, is that the carrot is so easily obtained that it almost becomes irrelevant to obtain. That it's just like, cool, I got it, bye. You know, it's...
Or you could have bought it. You know what I think is cool, Kit, about the Warframe community? Is that you get made fun of if you buy a frame, because they're just like, why didn't you spend the 100 hours to get it for free?
Yeah.
You're an idiot. Like, and I
I have no idea, I have no problems buying new slots for items.
no
and
buying
frames.
slots to hold more stuff on you feels okay, but in the fact you can buy a frame is great. But like, if you buy, I don't know, like I played Warframe way back in the day, and I remember the feeling I bought one of the frames I really wanted. And it felt
sucked.
super cheap. I fucking hated it immediately.
Warframe's original problem too was you had like X amount of reses per day, and then you
Oh,
had to
yeah.
you had to spend a little bit of platinum just to resurrect. And I was like, really, Warframe?
Yeah, that's why I stopped playing too.
Yeah, and then I came back now, and I'm like, I've honest, like I've never been like I didn't think that community was gonna be so welcoming, because sometimes you step into a new game and the community is like,
Who the fuck is this guy? The fuck into the book.
you know, and you're like,
Quit
ah!
being so new, you dipshit.
Hey, fucking, why didn't you read the encyclopedia
Yeah.
of Warframica, you know?
Warframica.
Jean Warframe is what I'm going.
He is such a good
You play
writer.
Jean Warframe. He's an ex-reporter, you know. He's been around the beat a little bit. Lost his way, had to become a ninja robot. Standard love story. John Warframe. I think we've talked about Destiny for a while.
Yeah, we
Read this
made it.
essay,
Let's
please?
read this essay.
We're gonna read the
let's end on a
essay.
super high note.
We're going to read an essay from my daughter. This is how to make the world a better place. And I want you guys to get on board with this. It's incredible. I think I can make the world a better place by treating people how you want to be treated. And don't be mean to others. Good start. And send cards to people that are in jail so that they make better decisions. Question mark? And always never litter so the world can be healthy and so people can be healthy too. Exclamation point. Very true. And I think the parents should not hurt their kids by hitting them. They should use words. I totally agree. We tell them that all the time. Use your words. And I think people should use words when they're mad instead of fighting. Definitely. And everyone should not kidnap people because that is bad.
Don't kidnap people. Solid.
Solid advice.
Not a wrong point.
Love it. And everyone should not kidnap people. And I think that you should think before you do, so you don't do bad things. And I think you should not rob other people.
That's solid.
Solid, dude.
It's like got a Dolan Yoda feel going on.
It definitely does, dude. I think my favorite line in it
The
is
kidnapping
that
the
you
line.
should. I think that you should end always never litter.
Always never.
I think you should always never
Always
litter.
never.
That is some real shit, dude. She's 8.
I'm proud of her.
She didn't lose her train of thought. She stayed right on. She
On
stayed right
point.
on focus, dude. Always never litter, dude. Don't kidnap people. Like I was singing today.
Use your words.
Like I saw this. Like we were at Ale House, and I saw this dude across the bar, and I was like, I might kidnap him, like just for funsies, you know.
It's always fun too.
It's always fun
For
to kid.
funzos, it's great. It's
Like
just
we-
a prank though. That's my new YouTube channel.
We have
just a prank, though, with
always
Professor
thought
Broman.
about kidnapping, dude. All of us, like, listen, any of us here have thought about kidnapping the dude at the bar, but we shouldn't.
You see Ben like, yo, we're gonna kidnap this guy, but just remember, it's just a prank.
Yeah. No, we're gonna kidnap this guy and lock him in a hole for a month and a half. But don't worry, it's a prank. Pranking you with Professor Broman.
Come
But he's really going in that hole.
And it's just him crying. Like,
Come
why did you
up
do
behind
this?
the guy with
Somehow
chloroform.
Slash is there.
Just like,
Yeah, Slash is there, and he just, it's a prank, bro. Don't you get it? Let me out of here. I have a family.
Sorry, Kyle. How do you know his name? Shut up.
you're gonna be YouTube famous. Jesus.
Did you see base reflections? Did you pause because you
Um,
read that too? Holy
What
crap.
the most awkward shit I ever saw was a guy spank his like 14-year-old in public because she wasn't paying attention. Spank? Like,
Spank!
yo, here's the most I'll do. Fucking order.
I do the. Are you looking? That's my
You
thing.
paying attention?
You looking?
You look at this. I can't, dude. I can't.
I mean, my 2-year-old gets picked up and over the shoulder and will go to a secure location.
Yeah, for sure.
disciplinary
Yeah.
action
Your
takes place.
location.
Yeah, because you can't discipline your
A
kids in
black
public.
site.
No, you can't. You actually.
That's
you,
child abuse.
You cannot discipline your child in public. No matter how much traffic they almost run into. That was just a little bit of traffic. They would have been super dead.
But you needed to let the child learn that the car would hurt them when it made contact with them.
Oh
That's
my
the
god,
only way. That's
dude!
the only
This
way.
generation, man. Am I the only parent that wants
No,
to
you're
see
not.
their children fail on a like not all the time, but occasionally, like
Hard. Once in a while,
like
I feel like it's
really
good.
fall on their ass every once in a while.
Failure.
I
It
don't
made me who I was.
Justin, you're a new parent.
Right, well,
Well, your kid's like little. Like, is a year old at this point?
yeah, he's one-ish.
One-ish?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I mean, I don't want to see him fail in like a car wreck kind of way.
No, I don't want to see my kid die.
Good falls.
But if I see my kid running and I know they're gonna fall down and scrape their knees, like, I let it happen.
Sure.
You'll get there.
I'm good with
Maybe
that.
on your second one.
This one's new, fresh, fragile.
Yeah.
He's still in that frame of mind.
Yeah.
Where he needs to protect from all.
Yeah,
things.
man. Like when Casey's running, Casey's awkward, dude. When she runs, she's most likely gonna fall.
Right.
Sam and I are like, she's gonna fall. So you see it coming, you let it happen. Like, sometimes kids have to learn that when they fall, they can still get back up. And I feel like so many parents are out there stopping their kids from falling. That doesn't mean that you stop them from getting seriously injured.
My daughter lost her cell phone on Thanksgiving at a relative's house, and we still haven't found it. We didn't buy her a new cell phone. She's living without a cell phone.
'Cause she
you
lost
know why? You fucking lost your cell phone. That's why.
Love it.
When
What the
you
hell
earn
did you-
enough money to buy yourself a $600 fucking phone, you can have it back.
100%, dude. Definitely.
Parenting
Parenting.
with Kevin and Corey.
Yeah.
And Ben yelling in the background.
I'm yelling. I'm just backing him up.
So my son
Kids!
is adorable story, since we're talking about kids.
Yeah.
Adorable story.
Tell it.
When we turn, when I have him in the morning and we turn down one road,
I'm gonna give you a high voice for this.
The sun is always in his face. Always in his face. So he screams and yells, and the high voice is actually perfect. 'cause
I
it's
can't
like-
do this anymore. I love you.
Turn it off. Did you turn it off?
No,
It's always
it's
in
off,
his face.
it's off, it's off.
So when the sun is in his face, he starts yelling and screaming like. "Ah!" So this morning, I take my sunglasses off and I go, Hunter, put these on your face. It'll stop the sun from hurting your eyes. And I'm driving, so I'm handing them back to him like this. I look over my shoulder and he goes like this. And he puts them on, and then he's looking in the sun, and I look at him, he's like, with this huge grin on his face. I'm like, the sun doesn't hurt your eyes anymore, right? And he goes, yes. And he's just looking. Everything is suddenly okay in the world. Meanwhile, that's 5 minutes of torture driving down this road while he's like, the sun is in my eyes!
Oh my god.
So, yeah.
Hunter's adorable.
Have you told everybody how you know you're gonna have a good or bad day on the jam yet?
Did I say it on the jam?
I don't think so.
You need to,
I
because
don't
it's
think you've
the
told me.
fucking coolest parent thing I've ever heard in my life.
So when I get up in the person judging me for my daughter having a cell phone, she'll be 13 tomorrow. So there's your middle finger. Don't judge me as a parent ever again.
Also, you probably don't have kids.
Eat a dick.
So
Or a wife that really wants them to have a phone because
Yeah.
no father would choose that.
yeah, because when they're 11 and you need to find them immediately, having a phone is an asset.
Yeah.
So when I go up in the morning. My wife usually goes and gets my son, and I'll go in right after her and go and say, he's talking to her. He looks at me. Now, one of two things happens. This is the moment where we determine whether it's a good day or a bad day. Good day is, hey, Hunter, how are you this morning? You doing good? Hi, Dada. Good morning. Option 2, bad morning. Hey, Hunter, how you doing this morning? You doing good? That's it.
When Sam and I have our third, I'm just not gonna let her see him because it's gonna be boy. I'm not gonna let her see him for the first 4 months of his life. So he is very attached to me. He'll be on here on stream every day. I'll be breastfeeding. There will be a lot of questions.
Are you gonna get a baby Bjorn so you can just...
A baby?
I had a baby Bjorn.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
The best is the backpack.
The inevitable thing that Kevin and I can't wait for when we have our kids is for the people accusing us of copying you by having a child. That'll be my favorite.
Even though I have the oldest one.
That's true.
That's the internet,
have a cell phone because I have the internet set, so.
Yeah.
Wow! Copying your friends by having a baby.
Look at these two.
Look at these fucking shits. They can't help themselves. What shills. Hey, I already have a baby emote, so I already got one. You know how I'm going to announce?
so concerned about the world, Ben.
Do you know how I'm going to announce when we're pregnant? I'm going to email Hassan and I'm going to have him change that from thick Carrie to thick baby. And that's how people will know.
That's just, you're not going to say anything?
I'm not going to say jack shit. But someone will figure it out and then I'll tell them.
Yeah, baby sellouts. How's having Pampers in your pocket?
Wow.
Dude, I wish Pampers was in my pocket. That'd be the best.
Remember to rotate tits while feeding. Oh my god.
Don't want to be lopsided. Well, I think
that's a great end to the stream.
Speaking of tits, before we sign off,
boobs. Or
so
what?
my son's 2.5, and to antagonize me, he still does this to my wife when we're sitting on the couch, and just keeps his hand there.
I can see Hunter doing that.
And will occasionally glare at me. He just puts, for audio people, he puts his hand like right above the boob, but like kind of there, but not really. And he just places it there softly.
Like the place that you put your hand when you're trying to make a move, but slowly.
I move down then. He will occasionally glance at me and be like, see what I'm doing, Dad? See? These are mine, not yours.
This motherfucker, dude.
And I just say to him, you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for those getting things started.
Well, guys, that's going to wrap it up for tonight. I want to thank you for watching the jam. The next time they see us, it will be 2 weeks. So that'll be...
No, that might be...
nope, that's going to be...
the thing.
That's going to be the thing.
Can we announce that?
The next time you see us will be in 2 weeks, and it will be the Guardian Con 2017 Information Blast number 2.
On the Guardian Con channel.
And let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Buy your tickets right now.
Buy your tickets.
Because I have a suspicion that after you hear everything that's actually going to be happening at the event, there will be no tickets for you to buy.
Buy your tickets.
They could sell out after this next Info Blast.
Buy your tickets.
Buy them now.
Buy your tickets.
And
is it tickets in your chat? It better be. Tickets?
Yeah!
There it is. You did it, Kevin. Buy your tickets.
That's so smart.
Buy your fucking tickets, please. That's all. You can check out Professor Broman at twitter.com/Professor Broman, twitch.com/Professor Broman, and youtube.com/BenWCA. Kevin is at twitch.com/KMagic101, twitter.com/KevinXVision, and youtube.com/KMagic101. I got it, dude. I just had to fucking think in my head, Gordon.
Give me a second.
You can catch me at twitter.com/Gathalion, twitch.com/KingGathalion, and youtube.com/KingGathalion. TwitchCom!